In my job, or rather my loose collection of jobs with the vague connecting themes of making stuff up and pretending, I do a fair amount of coming up with ideas for things I'd like to do and taking them to people to see if they'll let me do them. Now, I'm not intending to moan today about the fact that sometimes they say no. That's okay, it's their money, and anyway, it's polite to pretend that I admit some of my ideas probably aren't very good or wouldn't work, even if I'm secretly sure they all are and would. No, what I'm complaining about is precisely that I'm not told no. What tends to happen instead is a tortuous, touchy-feely discussion about whether or not we all feel that's the best way forward, and once we've established that we all don't, further painful inching towards a pretend consensus that the thing that the person in the room with the most power thinks we should do is actually what we all think we should do. And I don't think that's unique to my job. I think it happens anywhere where one person is basically in charge of others, but it's socially convenient to both parties to act as if that's not the case. And as I say, it isn't me not getting my own way I object to, it's the social pressure to pretend that me not getting my own way is, now I stop to think about it, what I really wanted all along. Why are we expected to do that? Why are we so uncomfortable with saying, fine, I'll do it your way, but I don't agree? That seems like something we could say cheerfully and civilly enough without anyone having to run off to the loo for a little cry. We don't usually hate the boss for making us do it his way. If I was in charge, we think, I wouldn't listen to you either. By now you may be thinking, oh, for heaven's sake, Mitchell, it's just a harmless social grace. I thought you were in favour of those. And so I am. But this one comes at a price. What they're robbing us of here is the right to use those three beautiful little words that mean so much. Told you so. If after one of these, yes, you're probably right, let's do that, false compromises, it all goes tits up in exactly the way you thought it would, well, you agreed to it, remember? With false collective agreement comes false collective responsibility. You're not only doing it wrong, it's also partly your fault. And I don't want that. I want to be able to say, I did it your way because you made me, and now here's another fine mess you've gotten me into, Stanley. The soldiers who went over the top at the Somme are rightly regarded as heroes, because even though their efforts were doomed, we all understand it wasn't their idea. No one was saying, why on earth did you go over the top? Did you not see the barbed wire and guns? Were the previous 46 doomed sorties not a hint? Idiots. No, they say the Tommies were lions led by donkeys. And whether or not that's true, it's a lot easier to say under the actual circumstances than if the donkeys had got the lions round a conference table, given them all a cup of nasty coffee from the machine, and got them to agree that yes, running headlong across a minefield into machine gun fire is, on balance, pretty much what we all, from Field Marshal Haig to Wilfred Owen to Private Baldrick, think is the best way forward.